Hello, good morning. So last time we have seen some quantifiers and existence and how to take the negation, of the quantifier. So that we have seen in the last time. So now we'll see some important theorem here. So P implies Q is logically equivalent to negation P R Q. Now what is the use of this one? See, this is if then. So the question will be asked like this: what without using the phrase if then, rewrite the following the statement. Then what P implies Q is logically equivalent to P. Then P R Q and R. So this is what P R Q and P R R. See, this is what R is here. Now similarly, P and Q R R is same as P, and this is distributive law. Q R P and R. Right? Now see, the R will be here now here. What? So connect this P, this relation with Q and R. Connect this relation with Q and R. Connect P with Q and R by this, and this will be the middle one. This is that. Now here R is here now. This will be middle one now. So connect P and Q. Connect P and Q. Now this will be R now here, right? So in this way you can remember this. This is what distributive law. Then if and only Q is what P implies Q and Q implies P. This is obvious now. This is obvious now. P if and only Q. That means if P then Q, and if Q then Q. That is like this, right? So this is also without. This is what logically equivalent. This is not equal to, actually logically equivalent to this, right? So we can prove this with the help of the truth table. That means what? Suppose this is your P, suppose this is Q, suppose this is negation P now here, right? So T, F, T, F, T, F. So F, T, T. Now this is what? P implies Q. P implies Q. Then negation P R Q. Now see, we will check whether these two are equivalent or not. So this is what then. So P implies Q. P implies Q. T implies T is T. T implies F is F. F implies T is T. F implies F is T now. Then negation P R Q. Negation P R Q. So you may say this is what, no problem for this one. T R F is T. F R F is F. T R T is T. And a T R F is T now. Now see, these two columns are identical, right? The corresponding entries in these two columns are identical. Therefore, these two are logically equivalent. Similarly, you can prove the other thing. Okay, so we'll write some important result that helps you to show that without considering the table, we can verify these two statements or these two compound statements are logically equivalent. So we take the help of this one. So this is idempotent law. Idempotent law. That is what? P and P is and P R P. Now see what happens. Suppose P here, right? So we will find P and P R P now. Suppose this is what? T F F. Right? This is also T. Oh, for only one statement is there. So only T and F is there. Right? So this is what? Only one statement is there. Only one letter is there. So T F. So P and P. T and T is T. F and F is F. T R T is T. F R F is F. Right? So that means what? P and P is P. P R P is also equivalent to P now. Right? Now for tautology and F now. Right? Tautology means what? T. And false means F. So what is P R P and P now? Or P, we find P and T, P and F first. These two find. Okay. So what we'll write? We'll write once again. This is one statement, right? So now P, we are interested in P and P. P and T, P and F, P or T, P or F. Okay, so what will do now? So this is what P and this is T. T F, T T. Your F is what? F F. So what you want? P and T. P and T. P and T is what then? And P or T. P and F. P or F. Okay. So with the help of truth table, we'll judge this. So what is this? P and T. P and T. T and T is T. F and T is F. Right? That means what here? This is your P. So P and T is logically equivalent to P. Right? P and F now. P and F. So P and this is what? P or T. Okay. P or T. P or T. T or T is T. F or T is T. That means P or T. P or T is logically equivalent to T. Now P and F. P and F. So P, T and F is F. F and F is F. So that means P and F is logically equivalent to F now. See here, P and T is logically equivalent to P, but P and T, but P or T is logically equivalent to T. T means tautology. P or F now. So P or F. This T or F is T. F or F is F. That means this is logically equivalent to P. That means P or F is logically equivalent to P, and P and F is logically equivalent to, see here, this. See also this. Logically equivalent, right? P and T is P. P or T is T now. Okay. So if you forget this, just verify with the help of this now, right? So this is also very important rule. You should remember this. You should remember this. You should remember this also. Okay. Then commutative law. So commutative law means what? P and Q is logically equivalent to P and Q, and P or Q is logically equivalent to Q or P. Commutative. That means if you interchange this, it does not. So that means what? It is remain as it is now, right? So that means P and Q is same as Q and P. So you can verify this with the help of truth table. Okay. Now next, distributive law. So associative law will take first. Associative law. Associative law. This is R. That means what? The bracket is where? Q and R. You may shift the bracket for any other two. That means what? You may shift the bracket here now. That means what? Oh, this is R now. So same thing for R also. So this is called associative law. That means you can shift the bracket for the first two. So this is called associative law. Associative law. Okay. Now distributive law means what? Here what? Both are and. Here both are R. So we'll change the we'll write and one and as R. So that means what? So we'll write this as. Okay. So then this will be the distributive law. So what is this? This is what? So P R Q R, and P R. Then what? So we'll write this now. This is also distributive law. Just we are taking the. So we are interchange this one. This is the distributive law. So this is what? P and Q or P and R, right? This is the distributive law. Distributive law. You remember this, which is helpful here. What? If P are here, then you can write just this. This is what? P R. So this will be what? Here, and this and will be for this Q and R. So see this in here, right? P and Q. So we'll apply this distributive law. So if you want to prove without using the three table, they are logically equivalent. So we'll use this distributive law. In the reverse direction, actually, we have to use in the reverse direction. You should remember this. Again, De Morgan's law, that means what? So we know that De Morgan's law for A intersection B complement what? A complement union B complement. and A complement A unity complement nothing but A complement intersection B complement. These are the De Morgan's law for set theory. And for here, so what here and is here. That means what? Negation P R, negation Q. Negation of P R Q. So here R is. So this is what? Negation P and negation Q. Just like this. Right? De Morgan's law for set theory. This is De Morgan's law. Okay? So De Morgan's law. De Morgan's law. Remember this. So negation of the bracket. Negation of the bracket. You will separate this one. That is the De Morgan's law. Okay. Then sorry. P R P and Q. P R P and Q. So see, there are two P. There are two P. So then it is equal to P. Then this is equal to P. P and Q are P R Q. P R Q. This is logical equivalent also P. So see, here R and here and R. If two are equal, then this will be P now. So here also, if two are equal, then this will be which two are equal, that will be your answer. Right? Which two are equal here? If you write here what? Q and Q are P R Q, then it will be Q. Right? So remember this. This is called absorption law. It's called absorption. Then this is P implies Q is logically equivalent to negation P R Q. Right? So also pi conditional. Pi conditional. Remember this is what? P implies Q and Q implies P. This is also logically equivalent to. Now you can apply this now. See here. This is what? P implies Q. Right? If you don't want if then now. This is if and only. If you don't want if then how we can write this is what? P implies Q is what? Negation P R Q. That means you have to take the negation of the first one. Right? Connect with R now. So P implies Q is what? Negation P R Q. Right? And this is what? Negation P R Q. So this is what you can remove this if then also you can remove this. Also if and only also remove this one. So remember this. Right? This is what? This P implies Q is logically equal to in terms of and or R, in terms of conjunction and disjunction. Right? P implies Q is negation P or Q and negation Q or P. So you have to take the negation of Q. First one, you have to take the negation of first one. This is what? Q. And this is P. You have to take the negation of the first one. See, P implies Q, negation of first one. Your Q is here, first one. So you have to take the negation of the first one. Right? So here you will simplify this. Okay? So remember these laws. Okay? Now we'll write the negations of, the negation of the following. One, P R Q and Q R negation R. Okay, so you have to write the negation of this one. So what? So solution. So you have to write the negation of P R Q and Q R negation R. Okay, so this is and first. This is your P, this is your Q. The first bracket is considered as P and second bracket. Apply the De Morgan's law. This is logically equivalent to what? P R Q. This is and, so it will be R. Okay, so we write this. Negation of Q R negation R. Okay. Now we will take the negation of this one. This is what? Negation P and negation Q. R. Negation Q and R. Negation Q, not P. Negation Q and R. This is R. This will be and. Now here I can write this as negation Q and negation P, or negation Q and R. Now see, this is R, both are the AND here, right? And this negation Q are same. So you may write this is what? Negation Q. Negation Q. So which one is this? Was the middle. So this is what? Negation Q. This and negation P or R now, right? So this is your required answer. Right? So see, this is what? This is logically equivalent to this. Without using the truth table, we did this. Right? Okay. So do you understand this one? Now see this and here, right? So and will be the this one, the R, and this will be R. So which two letters are distinct? These two letters are distinct. Connect these two letters by this R, right? And what? Connect this negation Q with the middle one, which is what? Which are repeated. This is what? And is repeated twice, right? So this will be here now. This is only one. So you know that this is negation Q and negation P. This is R, negation Q and negation Q and R. This is negation Q and R, right? Okay. So now take the second one. You have to write the negation of this one, right? Without using the truth table. P implies Q or R. You have to write the negation of this one. Solution. Negation of P implies Q or R. Now first, see this is P, first bracket and P, or right, use the De Morgan's law now. Negation of P implies Q. So R will be and negation R now. Negation R. So what will be this? This is logically equivalent to. So this is what? P implies Q. What is the negation of P implies Q? So now negation of. So P implies Q. P implies Q is equivalent to negation P or Q. Negation P implies Q is logically equivalent to negation P or Q and R and negation R. Right? P implies Q is equivalent to this one. Right? We'll write the negation of this one now. Negation of this one is what? Negation of negation is itself now. So this is what? P on this is Q and negation R. Right? This is your solution. P and negation Q and negation R. Okay, next. P and Q or R. You have to write the negation of this one. Okay, solution. Negation of P and Q or R. This is logically equivalent to. Now see, this is P and. Consider the bracket as a single letter. So what is this then? Negation P of R. This will be R. Negation of Q or R. Q or R. Right? So we will write this negation of this. So this is what? Negation P R. So this is what? Negation Q and negation R. Negation Q and negation R. Okay? So we cannot simplify this one because what here all three letters are distinct. Okay? So this is logically equivalent. Only this is the solution. Next. Negation of P and Q. You have to take the care of bracket. Or P and negation Q. Negation Q. Okay? So this is not you have to write the solution. Negation of negation P and Q or P and negation Q. This is logical. This is what we consider this bracket as a single letter. These two are connected by R. So it first apply the De Morgan's law. First we will apply De Morgan's law and negation of P and negation Q. Okay. Now we'll simplify this one. So this is what negation of negation P is what? P. This is R. It will be and negation Q and this will what? Negation P or Q now. Q. Okay. So if you want to simplify this, so you can simplify this also, but keep as it is now. Okay. Next. see here what these two are not same actually. Cannot write. Okay, simplify this. If two are the same, then we will do something. Okay, but these two are not same. These two are also not same. If somewhere negation q, then we will simplify this. Then you can simplify this. So here what negation and should be there. Okay, and negation of the, okay, this is or. See here what p and p and p and p and this is or. This is what. Okay, correct. Okay, negation p and q is there and, okay, so this will what then or now. P and q is here, P and q is here. Okay, so negation all people. Okay, we are correct now. This is what negation p, negation this one. Okay, we have to take the care now. So even though I am also making the mistake, so take the care of this one. Okay, so now this is correct. Okay, next p and q implies that negation p or r, negation p or r. Okay, so the solution, negation of p and q implies that negation p or r. Okay, so we'll write that p implies q. This is p implies q first. Okay, this is negation. We will keep this as it is now. Okay. So what is this? This is what p implies q is logically equivalent to negation p negation p and negation p or q, negation p or q, right? So we'll write this. What p implies q is logically equivalent to negation p or q. So your p is this. So negation of the first one. Connect this with r. Negation p or r now. Okay. Now see the negation of the first one, negation p and first one, and connect these two. Replace this by implied by r now only. Right. Just replace implied by r and just take the negation of the first one. Okay. Now apply this one. So this negation become itself now. P. R becomes and. The negation of P or R. Okay. So this is what P and Q, and this is what P and, now this is what and negation R now. Okay. Now see all are and here, right? So this is what P and Q and P and negation R, right? So what will be P and P now? P and P. So we'll check the P is what? TF. Your P is what also? TF. You have to take P and P now. So T and T is T, F and F. So that means this is logically equivalent to P. So that means what? These two P are here. Just write in only one times now. This is Q and negation R, right? So if you don't remember this one, keep as it is now this one, right? So don't write the wrong answer now, right? If you don't know, write this as it is now. Keep this as it is. But check now. Suppose what? Here suppose P or P is there, right? If somewhere P or P. So check now. This is what? P, P, T, F, T, F. Then P or P. T and T, T or T is T. F or F is F, right? So P or P is also P now, right? Remember this. So suppose what? P and negation P is somewhere now. So now negation P will be what then? T, F, T now, right? So what you want? And now. So P and negation P. So see, P and negation P then. So T and F is F. F and T is again F. That means this is what? This is equivalent to F now. Suppose R is there now. P R negation P. So P R negation P. So T R F is T. F R T is T. That means this is logically equivalent to tautology. Right? Suppose you want F T, right? So do the truth table with the help of truth table and just this one, right? If you don't remember, if you can't remember this. what to write then. In this way, with the help of truth table, you can just the answer and then write. Okay, so next question is that rewrite the following statement without using if then. Okay, rewrite the following statement without using the phrase, without using if then. So that means what? There is if then, you have to remove this one. So first, if price increase, then the wages rise. So we don't need the meaning of this statement, right? So what is your solution? So here what? P is what? Price increases. Your Q is what here? The wages rise. So what you have to do? Rewrite the following statement. So your original statement is P implies Q, right? So you know that P implies Q is logically equivalent to negation P or Q, right? So therefore negation P or Q, this is what? Negation P, that is what? The price does not increase, price not increases, price decreases. So negation P means what? Price decreases or the wages rise, right? Price increases or the wages rise. Your price do not increases. If you do price do not increases, you may write price do not increase. So price decreases. This is also because this is a negation of P also, right? Next, second, if it is cold, then we wear woolen clothes. Okay, so here P is what? It is cold. Your Q is what? We wear woolen clothes. And your P implies Q is logically equivalent to what? Negation P or Q, right? So that means what here? Negation P or Q. This is logical. You have to take the negation of it is not cold, right? It is not cold, or we wear woolen clothes. Simple. Okay, so I hope that you understand this one, right? So only you have to make the use of this one. What? P implies Q is logically equivalent to negation P or Q. You should remember this one for competitive exam. We need this one. So without using the truth table, prove that. Okay, without using truth table, prove that. 1. P implies Q is logically equivalent to, if and only Q, negation P and negation Q and negation P, negation Q and negation P. Okay, solution. We'll start from here or from here. Start from LHS or start from RHS. Okay, so if and only. So P if and only Q. This is, we know that this is logically equivalent to P implies Q and Q implies P. Right? If P then Q, if Q then P. Now you know that this is logically equivalent to negation P or Q. You know that this is logically equivalent to this. And negation Q implies P. The negation P or P. Okay. Now you know that this is logically equivalent to negation of. We have to take the negation of this one. This is what? P and negation Q. See, P and negation Q here. Right? And this is logically equivalent to Q and negation P. See, we get here. Right? So we are through. Only simple. This is what? And this. Right? You have taken the negation of outside. This negation. You want negation outside. Your negation period. You have to take the negation common now. Right? And you have to take a particular change. This is or this is change. Again, you want negation common from here. Negation common from this one. So that means what? Then this is actually it is not common. So we are saying this is common. Okay. So replace this with what? Use the appropriate change. Okay. So we are through now. Without using the truth table now here. Right. So question is read the question carefully without using the truth table. Right. Next. Again we have to prove without using the truth table negation of P or Q or negation of P and Q is logically equivalent to negation P. We have to prove this one is logically equivalent to negation P. So we'll start from LHS. Okay, we'll start from LHS. We'll do this one. This is logically equivalent. So what we'll do? So and is here. Okay, so R is here. So this should be and. So there is negation. We will apply the negation de Morgan's law. So this is P R and negation Q or negation P and Q now. Right? Now see, these two are same now. And is same here. And R is this. Right? I will write. So distributive law. So this is what? Negation P. Middle sign is R. Then we will write. This is what? Middle sign is R. Then this is what? Negation P and Q. Negation P and Q. So this is what? This is and actually. This will be R now. Okay. Whether it is right? Oh no. Negation. This is Q. Negation Q. Here what? You need the negation Q. Negation Q. Okay. Now correct. Negation P. Just check this. Negation P and negation Q. Yes. Then R here. Negation P and Q. Yes. We are right now. Now here what? Negation Q or Q. So negation Q. That means what? Your Q. Negation Q. Here what? T F F T. Right? F T. This is R is there. So Q R Q now. Huh? So this is T or T is T. So now F T, this is T. That means this is tautology. Right? This is logically equivalent to P and tautology. Right? Now and is there now. So here what? Tautology now. So suppose this is P. So this is what? P and tautology. So this is T and F is F. So that means this is P. Right? This is logically equivalent to negation P. Here what? We have taken P, but here what? Your P is negation P. So this is negation P. Now what we want? Yes, we want this one. Right? So we are through. So everywhere you have to take the care. Now next, negation of P and Q is logically equivalent to P or Q and negation P. Negation P. So what we will do, instead of doing LHS, we will start from RHS, right? Solution. We start from here. P and Q and negation P. This is logically equivalent to negation P and P or Q, right? Because what? We know that P and Q is same as Q and P. Commutative law. So now we will apply the distributive law now. This is logically equivalent to negation of P and P. Negation of P and P, or negation P or Q. Negation P or Q. This negation. That means you don't want this one. Right? Now see P and P. So if you don't remember P and P, P and negation P now. Right? This is what T, F. This is F, T now. Right? So this is what you want, what? Negation P or P now. This T or T is T. So this is same as what T or negation P or Q now. Right? Now suppose you want with R, right? So P or T now. This is P is what? T, F. Your T is T, T. Your P or T will be what then? T or T is T for T. That means this is also, this is again tautology. So this is what? This is logically equivalent to P or Q. P or Q. Yes. So we get this. So P and what? So negation P and P. This should be F now. This should be F now, right? So P and negation P. So this is what? So your P and negation P. So T, F, F, T, right? P and F is F. F and T is also F, right? This should be F now. And F R. So suppose F here. T, F. So R means what? F R T is T. F R F is F. That means this is your P and this is F. F or P or F or F or P. So this is what? This is equivalent to, this is P now, right? This is P, right? So that means this is what? Negation P or Q now. Okay. So we get the result. Okay. So using the rules of the negation. Okay, write the negation of the following. Negation of Q implies P. You have to write the negation of solution. Negation of Q implies P. You have to write the negation of this one. Logically equivalent to. So this is what. So you know that P implies Q is logically equivalent to negation P or Q now. Right? So we apply that rule now. So negation of first we will write P implies Q is what? Negation of the first one. Negation of the first one is your Q, right? Or P. Then this is logically equivalent to negation of Q and negation of P. Negation of P. Okay. Now second, you have to write the negation of this one. P and negation Q. Okay. Solution. Negation of P and negation Q is logical. You have to apply the De Morgan's law now. Negation of P or Q. Just simple. In one line. Next. Third one. P or negation Q. You have to write the negation of this one. Okay. Solution. Negation of P or negation Q is logically equivalent to what? Negation P, R is there, and negation of negation Q will be what? Just Q, right? It's simple, very simple. Then P, R, negation Q and R. You have to write the negation of this one. Negation of this one. What? Solution. Negation of P, R, negation Q and R. This is logically equivalent. So first there is AND, right? We'll replace this AND as R now, and we'll do the negation of this. Negation of P, R, negation Q and R, negation R now. Now we'll simplify this. This is what? Negation P and Q or negation R. Okay? So we are through. Okay. we'll take one more and then we'll stop now. Okay, so we'll take this implication. Complicated is what? Implication. And or we can do easily. We'll take one problem on the implication. P and P or negation Q implies that P and negation Q. Okay, so we'll simplify this one. We don't want to apply the truth table now. Okay, so negation of, so P or negation Q implies P and negation Q, right? To do the negation, we should know the rules now. Okay, now this is logical equality. This is of the form P implies Q. This is actually what P will directly line. We know that P implies Q is logically equivalent to what? P or Q now, right? So what is negation of P implies Q is logic negation of this one. That means what? P and negation Q. So directly we can apply the negation of the implication also, right? So what here we are joining these two by R and we are taking the negation of the first one. Now here what? Join these two words by and, right, and take the negation of the second one. So we'll write this as and we'll take the negation of this one, right? Simply now this is what? P or Q, right? And negation of P and negation Q now, right? So now this is what? So remember this also. This also, with the help of this also you can easily find this one. Okay, or easily you can come across this one. Okay, no problem for this one. Okay, so here what you have to join by R, right? If there is no negation, if there is the negation of the amplification, join this by and now and take the negation of the second one. If there is no negation, then join it by R and take the negation of the first one. Okay, so now do this negation. P or negation Q and negation P or Q now. Okay, now keep as it is because what? No one is same now. No one is same. So keep this as it is now. So here we have applied the De Morgan's law. We take one more. Negation of P or negation Q or P and negation Q. So what we'll do? We have to take the negation of this one. Okay, we'll do this one and then we'll stop now. Or P and, for and no problem actually. If and or is there, then no problem. Easily we can do this one. So this is P and this is Q now here, right? Or is there, replace this R by and take the negation of both. So this is logically equivalent to negation P or negation Q and negation of P and negation of Q. Okay, we have replaced this by R. Now we will apply De Morgan's law. Again we will apply. This is also De Morgan's law. Okay, again we will apply the De Morgan's law. So this is negation of negation P is P. So here R it will be and, this is Q will be, the and is here. So this is what? Negation P negation P and Q now here, right? So now here what? We can rearrange this one. All are and, P and negation P, Q and Q. So if you don't remember, just write this is what? Your P negation P. Then this is what? T F F T, right? Then what? And P and negation P. So T and F is F, F and T is F. So this will what? This will be F now, right? And, right? So F and Q is Q now. So this will be F now. Because what? And is there. So it will be F. So what do we make some mistake? P R negation Q and P and negation Q. Okay, so this will be and. Oh, we make a mistake here, right? This will be R now. This will be R now. This will be R. Okay, okay. It will be R. See here, we are making mistakes. So here what? And should be R now. Take care. Okay. Now see, all are and here now. For here is and here is or, so we cannot simplify this, so keep as it is now. So keep as it is, because what, if there is a and, then we can simplify. If there is or and this will be and, then we can simplify this. Now we cannot simplify this one now, so keep as it is. Okay, so because what, here or is there, if and is there, then we can collect this P and negation Q and Q like this, right? So what we did previously, it was wrong, because we have taken this and as and, right? So you have to replace and by or. So take the care, while taking the negation, you have to take the care of. Okay, so I hope that you understand this one, how to show that some statements are logically equivalent without using the truth table, right? So remember this one. So also for competitive exam, you need all those things, right? You should remember this one, right? Because for the competitive exam, we don't have a time. Within a 30 seconds or within a 1 minute, we have to answer our question. So that means what, you should remember all the laws, right? Okay, so we'll stop here.